Oh, I forgot. We just heisted a bunch of bastards.
Yeah, and we've been introduced to someone I already know.
Oh yeah, you had a big name
Yeah,
drop reveal.
yeah. It was a real emotion that I could not stop that. It just came out.
I've just gone onto my docs to find my D&D notes, and because the last time I played was before I had a bunch of assignments, it's like 5 things back. I'm
Oh
trying to find
god.
it.
Oh god, I was relying on you to have all the notes.
I know. I found her. I
I
found
mean,
her.
I do have
Like,
some notes, but it's not the best.
got him. We're good.
Right. Stuart can't make it, obviously, because he's a wee bit ill.
Still, or is that a new illness?
No, it's the thing that's going about that I'm
Oh,
coming out the other end of.
yeah.
Right,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
that cold shit, cold and
Yeah.
flu stuff.
My partner's mum's partner has it since Christmas. He's still ill, and he's lost like 12 kilos now. It's ridiculous. I was like, I need that fucking back. Can I have some, please? I can lose some kilos. But yeah.
A lovely wee kilo up the nose, that's what the fuck. No, wait, hold on, we're recording, I can't say that. Anyway. Turn that off.
Right. Let me see.
I'm having to try and remember everything to fucking do.
I was just trying to remember which character is in this game now. I was just like, wait, which one?
I was going to say, Missy doesn't know anybody.
This is pretty much all I got from the last session.
Oh,
Let's have a lucky look. Surprise. Whipped floor with them.
yeah, I just read that bit myself.
Got a pimp cane too. Was fucking.
Man's got
Found
mad weaponry, you know.
Yeah, that's
Can you tell
That's
I
what
was just live reacting into my notepad as we were playing? There wasn't any real thought behind them. It was just observation.
It's like, oh
Fucking
shit.
Leo Farron. Oh well. Yeah, I'm
So-
not gonna send picture of mine because I do it by hand and it's horrible scribbles. So.
Did we end up divvying up the coins?
I don't know. I think wasn't it like
I've got the numbers there anyway, so.
yeah, I've got the numbers here too. It was like 96 silver at the end or something like that, and 7 platinum, no?
Yeah.
I'm so glad somebody else had some notes on what was given, because I forgot that I even gave you anything at the end of it, to be honest.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Right, let's have a look what I have in my inventory and that we will know then. Right, so I don't have any platinum, so I don't think we have.
Yeah, no, same. But we've got it all in there, I'm sure we can.
Yeah.
So, where we finished off last time, you guys had just heisted a travelling caravan of weapons for the Byzan Empire, part of the plot of the resistance that you picked out and decided to do. When you thought there was only meant to be one caravan, 2 showed up, killed off a lot of the draconic warriors that were there, even though you were expecting like it meant to be human warriors, turned out to be dragons of sorts, or dragonkin. Fought them by first using subterfuge. I think, what was it? Did Missy change into an old
dragonborn lady?
Only just remembered that myself. One of my notes just says "Hail grandmother," and I was like, "Who the hell's grandmother?"
That started off good. Drayon, I believe, did you then use like Mage Hand or something like that to like unshackle the horses of the first carriage?
Yeah, that's it.
Um,
He was hiding.
something to that effect. I feel like I shrank them.
That was it. That was it.
Yeah,
You
They
used.
came out of the harnesses.
Yeah, that's it.
That was it. I forgot that you'd used enlarge and reduce. Oh, pardon me. I'm still trying to balance everything out from being ill and all that as well. My head's a wee bit up my arse. The battle ensued. You killed all the creatures and won the day. Woohoo!
Yo.
Found.
And wasn't one of the horses like still alive but just bleeding or something?
Yes,
I
because
know
some.
I've got a note
some-
here. Horse is bleeding, not bad.
What was it? It was somebody within the second. Somebody had attacked or done something to the second carriage.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a spell somebody had done? And it had hit.
Watch to find out.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Tune into last episode.
Last month's episode, God,
Yeah.
man, fuck's sake.
I tried to look for it, but I don't think it's been uploaded.
No, it comes under the live stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so you've got to look at the live stuff for it to be found. Which is a pain in the arse, but still, you would think that it would just instantly load up as a VOD. Anywho, you guys raided the weapon supply, found some. What did you find here? Did you find
Well,
anything
we've got
special, or was it just
sword,
normal?
shield, armor, and then yeah, it was like I found 6 cases of weapons I've got here: sword, shields, armor, but nothing that caught my eye.
That was it. You didn't do a very good roll. That was what it was.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
You found some security keys on the captain of the guard. Went into the second lot to see what it was that was there, and found it to be filled with.
Prisoners.
Yeah, prisoners. That was the word I was looking for in my head, but just couldn't get. You managed to release them, and as they were walking out, you managed to scare a few of them. Even though they'd been tortured and fucking malnourished and whatnot. I do remember that bit. I do remember that conversation. And then found a locked room within the carriage. Went in, seen that there was somebody chained in the middle of the floor. Proceeded to unlock it. Yes, very uncomfortably. More like bloodied, eagled, and bless me. Just looking very, very uncomfortable in his torture. You let him go, had a wee chat with him, found out he was the elven builder that was mentioned in the notes. And he went over to a chest, geared himself up, and when asked about his name, he revealed it to be an astral elf by the name of Leofarn Starbright. And that's where we finished up the session last time. So, you're all still there in your respective areas within this this carriage, watching the astral elf change into his clothes, gear himself up, and just do that cool little like spin with the gun as he throws it into his holster. So, what is it everybody's names is then that I'm calling you all?
Well, Draon's name is Draon.
Leofarn's happy to meet Draon. He nods to you a little bit.
They call me Missy. Missy Mocha. And this is Puck. And Puck just kind of comes out of my sleeve, looks at him and comes back.
Lovely to meet you.
Mal will run up and hold her hand out, and she'll just go, "My name's Mal."
Nice to meet you. And he just looks about blind, trying to put his hand out to meet you.
Down here.
Oh, it's a little joke I play on people, and he just puts his hand out instantly. God, I've missed playing the blind guy. How are the people outside? The bastards in there used to speak about it, what they were going to be doing to them.
We ended up freeing them.
Tonsil looks at you. That's good to know. It's good that there's nice people out there in the world.
So, what is your plan now then?
Not so sure, to be honest. It's hopefully not get caught up by these bastards again.
I mean,
What's your
if everyone
What's your
else
plan?
agrees- If everyone else agrees, I'm quite happy for you to join us for a bit until you decide what you want to do.
Yeah.
Right,
That's up to you. Why, thank you. What about your friend up there? And he points over to where Tech is. Just Tech looking round. Points to himself. Goes, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling a little bit well. I'll let everybody else make a decision. I'll go out with the horses. And he just wanders out of the room. Oh, if everybody's okay with that, then I'd
Yeah.
I'd like to try and help these people if that's all right with you as well. They took me into their town and then we were attacked. So I think I owe them a little bit for that.
That's only fair. And what did you want to do for them?
Take them somewhere that they'll be a bit safer if that's okay with you.
We don't seem to do well with safe places.
Well, we can certainly drive them a bit further from here.
Where's going to be the next closest safe place? Do you know much about the area?
My dear, I'm not even from this planet. I don't know fuck all about this. This area is where I was teleported into. All of a sudden I get people jumping on me telling me, oh, you're this, you're that, your next thing, blah, blah, blah. And then my weapons get stripped of me, I get attacked. This one seems a bit new. So I'm hoping on you guys knowing where to go.
Well, we're headed that way. Meaning, pointing, the way not the way we came from, but the other way.
The opposite
Since
end
we
of the
are-
bridge.
Yeah, since we are looking for our friends still and just kind of on a mission here, but yeah, if we come across some little village or something, we can always drop them there.
Yeah, I think that
So-
sounds a good plan. There must be something, surely.
There's not
Oh.
much the way we came from, so I wouldn't go back that way.
Sounds like a good idea. I'm here to follow your lead then.
Right.
I'm just thinking that's outside of the. So we have one injured horse, 2 carriages. The other horses are all gone or dead, and then our carriage and our horse in it. So, is there any way we could use one of the carriages to move all the people? Because there's quite a lot of them in it. So how are we gonna do that? Like, I know our one is like TARDIS and it's bigger on the inside and the outside, but still, I don't think we would fit all of them, or would we?
Give me a Arcana check,
Okay.
please.
Oh, I'm not that good at them, but we will try.
I completely forgot this guy was blind. I feel like that's going to be a running theme for me.
Don't worry, everybody forgets he's blind,
Yeah,
including me sometimes.
yeah, same. And I've known it for so long.
And with the 16,
Yeah.
you think back to the size of the carriage, look it over, you manage to like get the dimensions in your head and see what it is. You do know you'd be able to fit probably another dozen of the prisoners in there, but that would still leave about another dozen out that would probably need to end up walking or being in one of the other carriages if you decided to take that.
But then we have no horse to pull that, so.
How big was the one that had all the weapons? Well, did we clear out the one that had that didn't have the prisoners in it? The first carriage.
The one that had the weapons in it, from your recent memory, was a standard carriage. So it was it wasn't like the one that you're in now that seems to be a bit enchanted, or like say your own personal carriage. It just seemed to have been a standard, like not not a cloth carriage, you know, like when you see on like fucking cowboy movies and stuff like that where they've got it draped over, but it did seem to be a standard box carriage, more like.
Okay.
It managed to hold, I think it was it 10 boxes, or was it 6? Was it just the 6? Yeah, it was just the 6 crates.
6, yeah.
And something I'd forgot to mention there was also 4 barrels of explosive powder in it as well. So you guys found that as well.
Okay.
But that's the one without the horse now.
Well, I mean, all that stuff can probably easily be moved into ours, and then it's just can this other horse carry the?
Yeah, since he's injured, unless we heal the horse a little bit, which we could do.
Oh yeah, actually.
Wasn't Tech a healy guy as well?
The elf, Leo, puts his hand up. I can heal a little bit as well if you need it. But yeah, Tech does have some healing abilities as well if you need them.
Yeah, and I do as well.
Doing 3 years, you could probably sort a horse out.
Yeah, I can cure wounds, so I can do that.
Yeah, so between the few of you, you could help calm and heal the horse that's meant to be pulling this carriage.
Yeah, let's
if you
do
wish
that.
so.
I'm gonna do 2nd level cure wounds on the horse. Let's see what's that gonna do. Do. So 7 healing.
Yeah, that's fine. You managed to go up to the horse, place your hands on it, channel a bit of your divine energy, heal up a little bit, and you see its open wounds close up, gets a little bit of health back to it. Give me an animal handling check, please, Missy. I'll say because you're doing this at healing, you could roll again.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, a 15. That's fine. As you do, like, place your hands on it, you see it's a little bit... It's a wee bit weird about your touch, like it's just been attacked. It's a bit...
He's not comfortable, yeah.
Yeah. But as soon as you touch him and feels the gentle healing energy flow from your fingers, you see the eyes sort of... They sort of lighten up a little bit and calm down. The tail goes down. Sort of like nuzzles your hand a little bit. You've managed to gain a little bit of trust of this horse. Puck just sort of scurries out your sleeve a little bit and just stares at the horse. Gives you a wee bit of the side eye.
It's okay, little one. Don't worry about it.
If he could get his claws in that way, it does like the two finger over the two eyes, fingers of the two eyes, and then point it. He would be doing that, you know. I'm fucking watching you.
Yeah.
So, you said you guys are moving stuff from the first one into your carriage, or are you doing it into the second carriage?
I think we set to our carriage now, and then we potentially could take the people in the other carriage then.
Yeah. Means we don't lose any of the weapons, but also we should probably be extra careful with that explosive barrels.
Yeah.
Don't let me near them.
Mal just deciding to jokingly light a fire right beside those barrels, going like that to everybody. What?
Anyone fancy some halfling weed?
So, either anybody who wants to get involved with it, start moving things over, either give me a strength or a dexterity save. No save check, please.
Dexterity, I think will be it. Oh no, strength. I'll do strength.
Oh, why did I roll 2? Okay, I'm rolling another one because I don't know why.
Oh wait, why did I do save? Sorry. Ignore.
7.
Oofed. Are you already done a 17?
I rolled 2 by mistake and I felt like it wasn't fair, so I rolled another one just to clear the slate, ignore the first 2, and it was a 7.
Well, I'll take the 17 instead. Because
Thank you.
there was no problem there. It was obviously just a wee mishap, a double click by accident. So, 17 from Mal for dexterity, a natural 20 for Drayon in dexterity.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking yes. And 16. A 16 for Missy. So you guys managed to quite nimbly. Well, let's see what he's like. 15. Yeah, he's useless. Yeah, you guys managed to start moving the contents of the first carriage across. Freaking Missy, you just beast strength that you managed to change yourself up. I imagine you make yourself look a bit bigger, Goliath size almost, and just right onto the right into the carriage, no problem with a couple of these boxes. Mal, you managed to get like the smaller weapon boxes, things that be holding bits of like armour and whatnot. Scoot it around, make your way to the carriage. We'll say that we'll be smart and we'll put the carriage closer to the carriages, the other ones. But Drayon, your dexterity, you know things about magic, you know about chemical reactions and whatnot. You manage to gracefully move the explosive barrels onto the carriage, put it into a separate area where you know that it'll be a little bit safer and a bit more contained. And the whole action takes roughly about an hour or so between everything. A lot of the prisoners are wandering about trying to help out where they can. They're gathering any resources they were able to find on the dead dragonkin, moving them out the way, and then anything else that they were able to get, like food and some warm clothing and whatnot.
What are we also gonna do about the carriage that we're leaving behind? Because are we just gonna leave it there, or are we gonna try hide it somewhere?
Push
So
it
it's
down
not
the
like
river.
too obvious. Yeah, I was thinking the same.
Pushing it into the river?
Yeah, make it look like maybe an accident.
Yeah, no problem. All of you, give me a strength roll, please. Strength
Oh no.
check. Fucking hell, my head
So
just
strong.
isn't.
Oof.
Well, that's not great.
s-
Thinking that the littlest one out of all of us did the best.
I have a -2. I don't know how that happened.
Probably
She rolls her sleeves up and just goes, right, fuck this, guys. Come on, let's get going. Between the lot of you, you manage to lift it up. It's a carriage at the end of the day. So as long as you get somebody at the front, they manage to lift it up, and the wheels take the brunt of everything. You get it pushed backwards towards the edge, position it all about, and then manage to push it off into the river. Big splash as it hits the water and hits the rocks. You see chunks of it falling off to the sides and all that. The wheel starts floating down the river. It's quite a sad occasion, as it just sort of bubbling down beneath the water, and bits of it just floating off. Bye bye, have a beautiful time. So what would you guys like to do now that you've cleared the battlefield, cleared the fucking bodies?
I suppose we just gonna try and get everyone on board of both carriages and make our way.
Yeah.
You're making away.
Or should we maybe find or maybe camp somewhere near the river?
I was gonna say, can
have
we
a-
find somewhere, maybe not
Yeah,
here,
because we
but
will need a
somewhere
long
to
rest,
camp?
won't we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm on 15 HP at the minute,
I'm
and
on
I could
6.
do with extra magic slots.
So, you guys are deciding to get a move on, yeah?
Yeah, get a move on, find a safe place where we could just kind of stay the night and have a little rest after all that fighting and
Yeah,
helping
it's fine.
people.
Okay. That's fine. So, you guys all jump on the carriages and begin moving off. I should take you over to there rather than just forgetting outright. 2 seconds, guys. My stupid screen was on the wrong one there. Yeah, you all jump on and start making your way a bit further south. Between or one of the three of you, whoever would like to do it, roll me a survival check, please.
for survival.
Let's try that. My rolls are like 50-50 today. 12.
That is good for us. You take off, and the small caravan that is now the 2 carriages of yours takes off down the road. You start following the main seaside road of this this pathway until you get past the break in the mountains, and you get given an option. Come to a small fork in the road, one bearing off left, looking like it's going a bit more into the mountains, or follow right, which takes you more to the sea, to more like the seasides of this part of
Oh, I mean,
the
they
land.
wanna- to take him to a safe place. Mountains don't necessarily sound like a safe place. I don't know. I don't know. And what is it like down here? Is that like little houses?
So this area seems to be going down to a. It's not like properly.
Not like a village, but there's like few.
Yeah, there are settlements and villages and whatnot all around, all dotted around this periphery. Some of these are just being dotted in there, not knowing which one's which. But it seems to be closer to, like, say, the water's edge and whatnot. There are areas, there are small towns, villages that will be dotted along there. If you could take out this small like map that you were given by the resistance captain, and you see dotted all over the area.
Then it would probably make sense to go where is people, and maybe that will be safer place to drop off the other ones now.
Yeah. You can see that there's
The
like.
problem is, like- Sorry, Phil.
No, on you go, mate.
I was going to say, they're mostly going to be like small fishing villages, so I'm sure they'll be safe enough.
As you guys are debating which way to go, you start to hear a small rumbling in the distance, the way you came. Can I get either perception or investigation checks from you all, please?
Perception or investigation, yeah?
Yeah, please.
Damn.
Ooh.
Oh.
So, Missy, you are so focused on left or right down these forks that you don't actually manage to catch this. But Mal and Dreon, you guys, with your sharp animalistic eyes and senses, sort of catch down the road a little bit. Probably about 2 or 3 miles down this almost straight path towards where you can see where the battle where you guys came from with the battle, sorry. You see horses in the distance. With glittering armour and dark armoured riders on top. It would appear to be, from this distance, from what you can see, soldiers of some sort. They're about 2 or 3 miles behind you now.
Brown thinks it's about time to get the fuck up on out of here.
Yeah. I take it looks like they've seen us. They're on the chase, or are they just moving in our direction?
They're on they're following the road that you guys are on. There's only literally one road that this is, but it splits. You're now at the point where it splits off, and these riders are now coming up that road. And they are at quite a gallop. So, which way are you guys choosing? Remember, you are in a carriage with with empirical looks on them, heraldry and whatnot.
We don't really want to be. Wait, did you say they've already seen us?
It doesn't appear that they've seen you, but they
Right.
are following along. They are following along the road.
Well, then should we maybe go towards the mountains and try like hide?
I think it'll be easier to hide in the mountains than it will be.
Yeah,
beside the
exactly.
sea.
The open. Yeah.
Yeah, I say I
Yeah.
reckon we
Let's
should
go
put
to
it
the
that way.
mountain. Yeah, I think so as well. Yeah.
Okay, relaying the information to each other. Missy, you at the front of the carriage. Yeah. Start pulling them off to the left-hand side, going towards the mountains. Now, I would like a small skill game to begin.
Dear.
We're going to use the rules of pick something you want to do. So it could be either a spell, it could be a skill check, it could be something like that, and try and justify how you're going to do this. And then you make your roll. Tell me how it is you want this to go, or how you're going to try to get this to go. So whoever wants to take their first go, let's know. Let's go for it.
What have I got? Let's have a look. The only thing I can think of doing, which probably won't help us, is my default, which is just ball bearings, which is once we've started down our road, just scattering them behind us and hoping that it will slow them down.
Yeah.
Okay, doc. If you want to do that, you can. Right. So, do you are you proficient in any tools or anything like that? No.
Nah, just these tools. Well, poisoner's kit and disguise kit. But...
Okay. Well, roll me. Yeah, roll me an intelligence. An intelligence roll check, please. I know this is going to sound stupid, but
Natural one.
natural one. I was going to say add on your proficiency bonus as well, but I don't think that's going to work there with that.
No, not going
So-
to help much.
So, you just managed to. You seem to sort of like scramble, throw out this small bag of ball bearings. As soon as it hits the dirt, you forget that this is a path that seems to have been laid out or made for wagons. So it ridges over a little bit in the middle, and then it falls off into like these caverns. No caverns, these trails, sorry, along the ground. So the bag just seems to split, and all the ball bearings just rumble down the side into where carriages' wheels go. Forgetting that it's just horses that are following, so they'll be going straight up the middle.
She'll do it. She'll probably just facepalm herself.
That's to stop any carriages coming after us, guys.
They're not gonna stand a chance.
What? Oh, natural one.
Yeah.
Damn.
So that's Mal use the turn. Missy, Dreon.
What if I leave the group, let them go ahead, and I'll like run the opposite direction to create, you know, to use fireflies, just kind of distract them or something. I don't really have good spells, but maybe, you know, just creating that they would be like, oh, what's that? And go that way rather than to the mountains.
Now you could try.
And then I could catch up with them later.
You most certainly can try if you want. Bearing in mind though, you will be splitting yourself from the party.
I know.
If anything happens.
Yeah, that's true.
But if you want to do it, you can, of course.
I was thinking of like maybe splitting me and Puck, you know, but Puck can't really do much. That's the thing. Oh, one second, actually. Ooh. If I was to just not like go to different directions, just kind of stay behind and create a sleep spell 90-foot range. So then when they go through it, they hopefully fell asleep, at least some of them. Oh, sorry, I've clicked on it, but I didn't want to click on it.
You most certainly can if you want to.
Yeah, just cast it and then run after the group again.
Or you could stay on the carriage if you want to. And cast it on the move. Like, that's always a possibility as well.
Yeah, or that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do sleep.
So you'll, as soon as the horses, the horsemen appear, you're going to use a sleep spell on them.
Yeah.
Sound. Dreon, what is your idea?
There's nothing that I can really do that isn't going to invoke violence.
But we do like violence.
We love violence.
We do, but when we have HP.
Yeah, I know. It's not ideal. It's not ideal.
Remember, you've got skill checks and stuff you could do as well. If there's something you could think of that would require it, that could do it. You could try and beg the horse to run quickly. Like,
Please.
please, just run, quick.
Is there any, like, kind of ancient magic that I could kind of use to try and
If
disguise any tracks that we're leaving that they might see outside of, you know, like the physical?
Ooh, nice thought. So you're calling on like a magical sort of ability?
Yeah, just to like disguise any sign of any presence of us that was in the area. to kind of throw them off the scent if they are hailing us.
Okay. Roll me an Arcana check then, please.
Well then. That'll do. I hope.
As you're on the back of the carriage and you're in your mind, you're trying to think of a way, right, how can we do this, you're thinking to yourself, right, okay, disguise our ways so they can't see us coming. How do we do that? A part of you automatically just sort of reaches into your cloak or into your bag, and you find the small shard of Entheart wood.
Oh yeah.
And something about it just sort of it triggers you, like something in your magical sense, and just out of nowhere, Mal and Missy, you guys can see it as well. As he's sort of staring into this wood, you just see his other hand sort of start raising up and doing some weird motions behind the carriage. And as that's happening, you see small roots of the trees start creeping over the road a little bit and almost dusting it off. It starts clearing the way somewhat behind you and making it the tracks look almost pristine. And covering over it's still roots burrowing underneath and coming up on the main road, just to make the path a little bit more rugged for anything following.
Nice.
Missy, can I get a survival check from you again, please?
There we go. Ah.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Your concentration seems to be pulled a little bit
Yeah.
between panicking about casting this spell whilst on the move, things coming behind, and what the fuck is happening with Dreon? Why is he all of a sudden zoned out like that? The carriage starts bumping along the road a little bit. It seems to veer off suddenly off to the left hand side, close towards the water's edge. Dreon, can I get another Arcana check from you, please? At advantage this time.
Ooh. You spoiled me, sir.
Well, good it was an
Fuck.
advantage.
Yeah. Thank fuck. Something seems to be in your mind pulling the carriage this way. You look up and you see Missy sort of struggling a little bit with the reins, pulling it left, pulling it right. There's something within the wood telling you left. Go left.
You've got to go left. I genuinely
Okay.
don't know.
I'll trust your word, and I'll just pull on it, and we turn left.
Okay, roll me another survival check, please. This time at disadvantage.
Ah,
This could end really good.
yeah, right. Oh,
Yeah, look, there we
better than I
go.
thought. Could be worse.
Exactly. You pull the reins off to the left, trusting in Dreon's all of a sudden weird knowledge of this area. You're a little bit apprehensive, but okay. Pulls off, and all of a sudden you all get this strange feeling wash over you. Almost something of serenity. Oh, that's not the right bit. Stupid mouse, come on. Battery seems to be fucking going. Don't fucking play with me tonight now. You guys find yourself on a road. It seems to be a bit overgrown. A bit almost lost and forgotten. Where you guys were before, you were above the waterline of the river. But now this track seems to be leading down into a ravine of sorts, running along the river. Quite thick with old looking trees. The smell of almost too pure a natural smell hits you. You know, like when somebody opens up like a pine air freshener in the car, but takes it right out the packet rather than fucking sectioning it off. That sort of like, oh fuck, it's almost artificial. Drayon, this brings up some memories of your past, travelling the woods, travelling the old forests and things like that. You get the feeling of there's something magical at work here somehow.
Is it a sense of like nature's trying to cut them off from us?
Yeah, give me either an Arcana or a Nature's check.
Oh, we're gonna nature a bash.
Yeah. It is almost exactly like that. It feels like there's something within nature itself guiding you to where it is you feel you should be. And that's what you do feel at the moment. You feel like you should be here.
I'm just gonna relay that back to the group and be like, I think we should just follow the road.
Down, down, down the road. What do you guys think as Drayon relays this information?
Well, yeah. I think if that's what you're feeling, I think that's what we should do.
Got a vibe.
Okay. Missy, again, can I get another survival check, please?
Just normal or?
Just normal, please, yeah.
Okie dokie. Yay!
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Nice. Dirty 20.
20.
Dirty. That's how we like it. Or 20s, obviously. Or natural. You keep following this. You almost allowing the horses to do the work. instead of forcing them, they just start trotting along, following the way down to the road, down the road, until you all see a small village. Lying there at almost sort of the base of the ravine. And I will take you all there. From a distance you see it seems to be quite small, quite a petite village. Not very many buildings to it. Seems like it's easy enough to house quite a few people.
Very pretty and quaint.
Yes. You pull the carriages up and everyone begins to jump out.
Is
As
there
you
signs of like people being there, or does it seem completely abandoned?
give me a perception check, please.
17.
Nice.
Nice, nice. As you look around, the place appears to be completely abandoned.
Become home to people now.
There seems to be old, deep marks of what appear to be battle. Whatever this place is almost ancient. Yet the sense that you get in the air, it's almost like this place has a freshness to it.
So there's no bad juju or anything.
No, you don't get that sense in the air that there's anything
Cool.
bad about it. It's you get a sense that something's maybe went wrong here, but give me a religion. Yeah, give me a religion check, everyone.
It's in my bones never to trust a small quaint town. That seems okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, religion. This just feels weird to you, Drayon and Malthus. Drayon, you're trusting this place based on the magic that's brought you here. Malthus, bit untrustworthy. It's too quaint. It's too nice. Why is there no people here?
Yeah.
Missy, you get a sense that there seems to be something guiding this place a little bit better. It's maybe guided you to this place. Hold on. 2 seconds, just trying to sort it.
Can we just like kind of proper look around and investigate the place before we decide how we really feel about it?
Yeah, of course. You guys can start moving about wherever you want to go, and wherever you do want to go, give me a wee investigation check.
I kind of want to check all the little houses and just make sure no one's in there, and yeah, look for stuff and all that. And I'm not good at investigation, but let's try. Oh, okay, I take that.
Nice. Anybody else wishing to join Missy on the investigation?
Over here and do some investigations.
Investigations.
See if we can find anything, anyone.
Okay, roll an investigation.
Investigations.
Oh,
And you've got +5 on that as well.
drown the retard, okay?
Drayon's just wandering about, just loving
I could
life.
see, I could see
Yeah.
living myself in here.
Yeah, this place is really nice, you know.
Doing that standard cat thing of walking in like you
Yeah.
own the place.
So, Drayon splits off from the group, wanders over the small rickety bridge that seems to. This will need fixed up a little bit. Where you are seems to be a bit of a like logging / windmill area. It seems to be what this is where they stored their felled trees and used it for timber and used it to cut it and whatnot.
Oh, like a watermill sort of mill.
Yeah, basically, big giant old bladed saw in the middle of the ground, which is weird because like the technology towards this sort of stuff has become a lot more advanced in the last little while. So it's really weird to see an old setup of mechanical saw up and down going on this like little conveyor belt system. Missy, you start roaming the small huts and houses. They seem to all be a bit bigger. They seem to be like split off. So this is like 2 huts in one, split down the middle. You open up, you see the place on the inside. Very dusty, very like it shows that somebody used to live in there. Like
Yeah,
there's
but
old,
a
there's
little while.
like yeah, like there's bits of.
Any
There's-
goodies?
Give me another investigation check.
It's gonna be bad now, I know it.
It's always the fear when you've had
Yep.
good rolls.
There
Yeah,
we go.
oh, no.
No goodies for you.
Yeah, no goodies. You look
No.
around and the place seems to have been stripped bare to from anything valuable. You see things that are there that are like old bits of cloth that appear to have been clothing at some point. Bed sheets, whatnot like that. Old candles that are half burnt down. Any utensils. They all seem to be hanging round. Seem to have been just some sort of old. Essentially just an old place of living to you now. No goodies within that. You look into the next section of the hut, the house. It's been split into another bit. Same thing, same sort of setup. Anybody that lived here, their valuables they're gone. You move over and you see one of the house over there. As you look, you see an old forge on the outside. It's cold, it's dead. There's nothing of it. You see, like, Leo Farm walks up behind you and just starts poking at everything. This has seen better days. You go into the house, you see it's a standard living room at the top. Below seems to be like the sleeping quarters where whoever lived there before stayed. Like there seems to be supplies for smithing and whatnot in there, but same thing. It's anything that was probably made within the forge. Looks like it's been picked up and gone long ago. You go through all the houses in the area. One seems to have been an old shop as well. Same thing. All of these areas, all these homes down here have the same eerie setup that you feel people lived in there long ago, yet the freshness of everything on the outside doesn't compare with the raggediness and decay on the inside. And if people lived here, you would have thought there would have been stuff left over, but nothing left in it. The last building, to your knowledge, that you can see at this moment in time, a lot bigger than the other ones. As you sort of wander over, you see a hanging sign that has went almost completely blank at the front. Like, you could just see the outline of a small tankard and a strange name underneath it has been completely wiped out. The only thing you could see underneath it actually reads as Hall, but the name above it is completely worn, completely gone. What would you guys like to do?
I would say let's get the prisoners we freed and show them around and see if they wanted to stay and maybe settle here.
And then maybe also take a long
And
rest.
maybe also take a long rest. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Okay, well, that's no problem.
And whilst we're doing that, could I maybe look around for some foodies? Oh no, we've got foodies in the carriage, don't we?
Yeah, you've got stuff on you.
Yeah, that's true actually, so no need to do that.
Okay, I'm just trying to remember if I'd... Did I make something? I'm pretty sure I had a fucking map for this hall, and I've completely forgotten about it. So, I am just going to use an old map. This one should actually be alright. Just have to use your imagination on this one, guys.
You could probably see if you'd just gone. It's not an old map; it's a brand new one I made right now. Probably I would have been like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a brand new map that was 100%. I know I am. I'm far too honest.
You have to
stuff.
sell it to us, okay?
It's just honesty is the best policy, guys. Come on.
That's
You know me.
Say that.
You have no memory of this thing.
1 second, I just have a phone call. 1 second.
No problem.
What's the phone?
It really the map that we're on right now really reminds me of Whiterun.
Oh, it's not Whiterun.
I really like it.
It's Riverwood.
Riverwood, that's it.
Yes,
Too long since I've played it. Ugh.
I was wondering how long it would actually take you to figure out that
Whiterun's a massive city.
it's. I was like, oh, somebody's gonna see what this is. Just double checking, so I thought that I had a map for it, but I do not. Yeah, so you managed to find your way into it and begin looking around the place. Is there anything anybody would like to anything else anybody would like to do just while Missy's searching through everything?
I don't know why, but I kind of want to look underneath the bridges. Nothing to do with the town hall, but for some reason, I want to have a look under there, see if there's any kind of signs of like were they a fishing village? If anything, they've all seemed to have cleared out. Did they clear out because there was some form of attack, or did they just clear out and move on elsewhere? I don't know if there'd be anything in the water that would kind of give hint to that.
Okay, give me a wee investigation check whilst you go and check the bridges.
But I also think ever since being under the tunnels and seeing the cat shifter thing, she's extra curious about the water and what it hides. Not 20.
Nice.
Wasn't expecting that.
So I'm guessing you don't mean the small bridges. You mean the big stone bridge at the very end.
Oh, I didn't even see the big stone bridge at the end, to be fair.
Oh, you mean the small rickety ones. So yeah, you can look under the small rickety ones, and it doesn't seem to be anything underneath it. It's just coming off the sheer, like 2-foot drop into the water. The water on this bit doesn't seem to be very deep at all. You're just like in this raised platform area of the basin, but there doesn't seem to be anything underneath these small bridges.
Okay.
But as you're sort of peeking around them, you sort of look over and you see the big stone bridge over at the end. Mal can definitely run along if she wants to.
Yeah, why not?
And have a look. Yeah, no problem. As you run over, you see some of the area leads off into like where the side of these mountains are. That's what I was meaning to do, get that area sorted. But the area underneath the mountains, as you're running past, you seem to have a small makeshift graveyard underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
As you get to the bridge, you look under. There's nothing underneath the bridge, but as you're sort of peeking over the sides, because I'm imagining the way like Mal does stuff, you'll peek over like one side there, no, nothing there. Move up a little bit, look over the same side, but like try and dip under a wee bit. Like as you're sort of running up this bridge, you see score marks and what appears to be like some dried blood and a wee bit of like old ancient like viscera between the cobblestones, which would have been like what's the stuff you put between stones again, Tweedy?
Grout.
Like what? Grout. Yeah, that's the word. What appeared to have been like old grout at one point now looks.
What we looking at? What we doing? Because I was on a phone call and I did not hear what was
I'm
happening.
just nosing under some bridges and around the area.
Oh,
just
right,
to see if
okay.
Yeah, Mal's just looking for trolls and stuff like that, just in case there's anything.
Trolls picking their noses.
You never
Yeah.
know.
I'm
Boy
surprised.
pops up. Looking for what?
Rats and mice to eat,
Oh yeah. Oh,
or maybe
I
some
forgot.
froggies, you know.
I forgot about that with Mal. No, there just seems to have been some sort of battle fought on this bridge
Okay.
as well.
Yeah.
Old viscera and blood seems to have worked its way into the grout that was on the bridge. Slash marks, deep scores within the stones and whatnot, and a small abandoned, like a small, weirdly made graveyard underneath the mountainside, along the waterside, along the waterfront even.
Mhm.
Mal has found. So you've all investigated sort of your own real areas and whatnot.
Mhm.
would you just like to meet back up and give your
Yeah.
conclusions?
I'll just circle back round to the kind of town hall area and yeah, I'll tell everyone about what I saw and just be like, yeah, had an interesting little walk. No trolls, but there was a little graveyard and it does seem like something happened here, but it was a long time ago.
So it's safe to say. Is it safe to say we're safe?
Yeah, seems like it. Never say never, but seems, certainly seems that way.
Sweet. Well, I need a nap.
Okay. You guys can go into the tavern if you wish to try and
I think I need a pint first, actually. Correct.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a
Let's
day.
drink till we sleep.
Yeah, you find your way. You roll into the tavern, and of course, it doesn't look exactly like this. It's abandoned, or it has been abandoned for
Dusty,
some time.
Yeah.
It's very nasty looking. It's everything seems to be a wee bit rotten. Apart from the beds, as you guys like explore around, seem to have a little bit of sponginess left to them, but everything else just seems to have been rotted about. Is there anything anybody would like to do? Would you like to look around this place, or are you just going
Yeah, I would like to look for some alcohol here.
to... Okay. Give me an investigation check, please.
Yay. Please be good. We want some alcohol. Ah,
So I try help.
yes, go on. Oh, can I actually... It may be too
Um,
late, but can I guide myself?
Yeah, roll a guidance for yourself.
Yay.
Roll a d4.
Yay! Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba.
Mal, how are you for alcohol? Are you looking for any, or...
Oh, I'll be
An
looking as
extra
well.
2 to my low
So
8. So
we've got
10.
2 10s.
An investigation check.
Come on, Mal, you can do this.
Just an investigation
Come on,
looking for trolls,
girl.
I'm afraid.
Well,
Yeah.
today it's 23 though.
Yeah, that's...
Oh, 25, sorry.
25. Together, you all look around and you see that the place seems to have been completely abandoned. The bottles, as you walk up to them, just seem to... The stoppers have been out of them for some time. You try and pour them out, and there's just absolutely nothing. It's just dust in there. But as you do wander around a little bit more, you see that there's stairs leading into the cellar. There might be stuff down there.
Let's
Or
have a
have a
look.
creepy cellar.
Yes.
Are the people that we saved, are they like in here as well, potting around, or have they all gone to like
They're
little houses and
they're sort of getting out as you like went over, and like tech opened everything up and let them out, and they're all just seem to be a wee bit scared about the area. Essentially pottering about the front area of the town just to make sure whilst their saviours are checking everything out.
yeah.
Are you going down the cellar, sorry? Did you say?
Yep.
Okay. You all go down the cellar. You find... give me investigation checks once more, please. I'm just making you guys want to try and find anything.
Did I
Oh,
pass it?
19.
Oh, look at that! It was natural 20 actually. But I've got -1 on that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oof. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mal, you jump down with you jump down first, and you're looking about the place. Pretty boring down here, is it?
Alright.
Yeah, a bit dusty.
Yeah.
Her allergies are acting up.
Just all the
Sneezing
dust.
away.
Yeah, all the dust. You just seem to be bringing things up even more. Every time you do sneeze, more dust flies up in the air, so that makes you sneeze even more. It's just constant.
Can't blink. She's getting all itchy-eyed and...
Oh, yeah. Drayon, you looking about the place, you managed to find some bottles and whatnot, crack them open. Oof, it's a little bit strong. This has been sitting for a while. It's allowed itself to mature a wee bit. But Missy, with that natural 20, as you're sort of staring around the place, as you're looking through the wine racks and whatnot, you pull out a bottle, and something strange happens. You hear a click, and the bottle can't come out any further.
Secret pathway or something.
Secret.
A secret bottle.
Yeah. You release the bottle. It slides back into the wine rack, and you just
Secret
hear
alcohol stash in it.
you hear a crack, and the wine rack just sort of pops out a little bit from the wall.
Well, let's go in. I'm intrigued.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's bring that up. So, you open up the door, and the first thing you see is a dead body.
Oh no!
Oh no! The f-
Oh my
no.
gosh!
oh no! How could there be a dead body in this abandoned village? Oh no!
It's
Ah.
impossible. There's no
And
trauma.
How is it a body? I thought it was ages ago. Isn't it supposed to be a skeleton?
Well, that's what I was just away to say. It is an aged skeleton,
Ooh.
wrapped in old cloth, sitting there in what looks like it could have been a really comfy chair, surrounded by small chests that are completely dustified. The chair is behind a small writing desk, and you see an ancient book lying there beside the guy, the deceased person's skull, which seems to have slipped off of the body. The body is still within a seated position, but the head is now the skull is now beside the book.
Can Missy walk to that skeleton and kind of just be like, "Oh, what you have here?" Take the book, sweep the bones off the chair, and sit down and have a little read.
Yep. That is no problem whatsoever. I will. Why are you doing that? Why don't do that? I will send you the last passage. Everything else seems to have faded a little bit, yet this final one doesn't appear to have been written in ink.
Oh dear.
Ooh. Ooh.
I've sent it to you in Discord.
I see. I'm just looking at that. Right. Do I read it out loud to everyone? I can't promise that my reading's the best, but I can certainly try.
If you would like to. Would everybody like Missy to read them a story?
Oh, I love a story.
Little bedtime story for y'all. Alrighty. Right. So, journal entry. To whoever may find this place, I pray you treat it with the respect it deserves. What lies here is sacred, thought born of tragedy. Once this village had another name, but the years, or perhaps my own grief, have taken it. The ink has bled, the words faded. It no longer matters. I have given it a new name. A marathon? Would you say it that way?
Yeah.
Heaven of the Lost. It is
Aww.
it is my offering to Ivana, Ivana, I would say, whose blessing now protects this land. Though it came too late to save us. They came at dawn, gnolls, wild and ravenous, their laughter like the wails of the damned, alongside hobgoblins with cruel eyes and sharper blades, all led by towering bugbear whose voice rumbled like thunder. They destroyed everything. We had no time to prepare, no way to fight back. When it was over, I was alone. Everyone else, my family, friends, even the children, was gone. I gathered what strength I could and buried them all one by one. My hands bled, my tears fell into the earth alongside their bodies. I prayed to Ivana with each grave I dug, begging for their peace, though none of it could undo what had been done. When I had buried the last of them, I returned here to this room and sealed myself away. I could not bear to see the empty streets or the blackened remains of our homes. For days I prayed, for weeks I begged. Finally, Ivana answered. She cloaked the village in her magic, shrouding it from the eyes of the wicked and undeserving. This place now belongs to her. It is no longer a village, but a sanctuary. To the kind-hearted and the lost, it may yet offer hope. To those who cruel intent, it will offer nothing but silence. If you have found a marathon, treat it as you would scared ground. If you are worthy, it will accept you. If you are not, then turn back. Let the forgotten rest in peace. Elder Daroneth Windshade was his name, and that's it. That's the story. Sad, but also nice.
Brown thinks it's pretty safe.
So basically, no bad guys can come there because they will not see it. So that's good. So I'm guessing that's the best place to leave the people because they're gonna be safe.
You reading this out, you see like the look on like say Tech and Leo Farn's face. They seem to be a little bit not weirded out, but strange at the mention of gods and this being a place of theirs. Tech just sort of wanders back upstairs and starts looking elsewhere for things. Well, seems you found yourself a lovely little respite. Place to call home. Wanders over to you, Dreon. What sent you down this place?
Just the vibe, you know? And he shrugs it off, not really sure what led him down there.
You remind me so much of my friend Skythorn. Strange. Well, I'll leave you guys to discuss things you need to discuss. I'll go and help the people. And he just sort of wanders out, clacking his stick all the way up the stairs. Now, I would like from Missy, can you roll me a d4, please?
Okay.
This is going to be a few rolls that you'll do.
Yep. So, nice one to start with.
Ooh. Can I get 2d6, please?
Uh-huh. 3 and 5. So, yeah, 8.
8. So, you can add to your purse 800 copper pieces.
Okey-dokey.
And can I get a D100 roll, please?
Yep. Oh. You joking me? I got 6.
You got a 6. Jeez, oh.
Oh, sad little. Yeah. Yeah.
Can I get 2d4 roll from you, please?
Okay. 3 and 1.
3 and 1, so 4. So, reading the journal, you just sort of slide over to one of the boxes that's on this desk and open it up. And you find the small pouch with the 800 copper pieces in it. And you find yourself 4 small, sort of weird but almost expensive looking art or objects of art. So like a little weird crystal that's been shaped. It looks like if you hit the light at some point it'll change colour, and a little drawing, a little doodle, that sort of stuff. But that's 4 pieces of art objects worth 25 gold per bit.
Okay. Nice.
You do notice something though in the lid. It seems to be etched with a name. Lawson's.
That's the name, yeah, Lawson's.
Lawson's. You take that box and just sort of thing it. Mal, you walk over to a box. Can you give me... Oh, fuck, I'm hearing myself. That's the worst thing to hear.
Is it still there?
No, it's gone now. I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
Give me a D4 roll, please.
D4 coming up.
D4? Yes, please.
A 3.
Can I get 6d6, please?
66. Is this rolling on the thing, or is it just rolling on D&D Beyond?
I think it's just rolling on D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
The 66s were a 2, a 4, a 4, a 5, a 3, and a 3. 21 altogether.
21?
Okie doke. I just need to remember. No, I need to multiply it. And a D100, please.
Ooh, I do like a D100. 86.
86. Jesus Christ, man. Can I get 3d6, please?
Mm-hmm. A 4, a 3, and another 4. 11.
11. Yeah, so the box that you go over to is... You manage to find like the bigger boxes of the lot. It seems to be a bit heavier as well. You open it up, and on the inside, in the lid, you find windshade carved into it.
Okay.
You find a couple of big pouches of gold that rallies up to the amount of 2100. And what was it? It was 11, did you say,
Yeah.
for the 3d6?
Mhm.
Yeah, you find 11 gems worth
Oh.
50 gold each.
Oh, yeah.
So different. So like weirdly cut sapphires, rubies, things like that, all within like this small pouch. You seem to have found the elder of the village's box. And Dreon, can you give me a D4, please? A 2. Can I get 2d6 from your roll, please? Five. Okie doke. And a D100. Got yourself a big one. And 3d6, please. So you go over to one of the boxes and flip it open, and the top of the lid's Ashworth's, and you lift it up. Jeez, oh, it's quite heavy. You find 5,000 pieces of silver and 8 gems worth 50 gold each as well. So like amethyst and ruby and like opal, things like that, all in this box.
8.
8, yes. I feel so bad for you, Denise. Those rolls for fucking
Oh, but
against
how
you
can
on
I
this.
get from 100 to 6? like
Honest,
it was zeros and the 6. I was like, oh.
honestly, like so bad. I felt so bad that this is the roles where you want it to be like higher and stuff like that. But
Yeah, it is what
oh,
it is.
I do feel bad for that. But
Dear.
there's an you notice that there's another box, but think to yourselves, oh, that we should probably give that to Tech
Yeah, exactly.
when he gets
I was
down.
thinking that before.
So you guys have got yourself some loot, and you're now sitting in the remains of a village which seems to have gone unnoticed from people of the Empire itself as well. It needs a bit of dusting up, it needs a bit of rebuilding, but the choice is yours. What would you like to do? Would you like to claim it as your own, leave it alone, let nature retake it? You want this to be a place for the prisoners itself, or would
I
you
mean,
like
that's
to?
probably their decision to make if they want to stay or not.
You could offer them. You could claim it and offer them sanctuary. You can claim it and tell them to start stepping. You can have your own little slaves if you wanted to. What?
Where did we put those collars?
This is a point in the campaign now where you guys are getting the choice of what you would
I mean,
like
it
to
would
do.
be nice to have our own little village. We could name it, and we could make it a nice little happy place where it could start, it could be alive again, and they could look after it and make it their own home.
I mean, we could speak to them because I feel like obviously it's a very good place for them to be in since they you
Mm.
know, had all the issues with the Empire. But I feel like as we're going around, we're probably gonna meet up with other people in similar situations. And if we had a
Mm.
place where we could be like, by the way, we know of this safe place,
Yeah.
so we can maybe discuss with them and say, look, we're not gonna stay here. You're welcome to, but would you be okay if we found anyone else in a similar situation that we send them your way, kind of thing?
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
We
And
can be like the
obviously, and we can,
benefactors.
yeah, and we can obviously always like tell them it's never gonna be anyone bad because bad people can't find this place, kind of thing. So you're always safe.
Yeah, we could show them the diary itself as well
Yeah.
as like further proof that we're not just
Yeah.
talking nonsense at them.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
And it would be nice to have our own wee home to
Yeah.
come back to if we needed to. I
Okay.
think if we did end up taking them as slaves, we'd end up getting kicked out, even though it is very tempting.
Very.
Listen, you don't. The gods might not have any power over you guys. They've been gone for thousands of years. You never know. Yeah, there is a weird enchantment on the place, but who's to say?
I don't think Ivana would like that.
Yeah, maybe not.
Probably not.
So
We
you
would
guys
kick us out.
are, you guys are still there in the secret room.
Obviously, we're not gonna tell anyone about the secret room. That's our secret room for our
Yeah,
stash.
make it like our headquarters.
Yeah, that could be like whatever we find. You know, chuck it in there if you don't need it on the way. You know, that's gonna be like our
Mhm.
safe almost.
Probably also where we should hide those explosives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But maybe keep some on us just in case we need them.
Yeah, if we're gonna be doing this next thing, some of that could be quite handy.
Yeah.
Just not 6
It's like,
barrels.
well,
because
no,
Yeah, not
we
6
can
barrels
keep
though, yeah.
one, and then the rest can go in there.
Okay. So, are you guys going outside to speak to the people?
Yeah, I reckon
Speak
so.
to true.
Fair.
Spread the good word.
we, your leaders,
You guys,
Unelected leaders.
we basically saved you guys, so this is ours now. You are our people.
Yeah.
Here, wouldn't find it if it wasn't for Drayon, so they owe him his life.
Yeah,
Their life.
exactly.
True. True.
saved you. You are us a favour. Wait, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, actually, hold on a second. Just thinking of something there. Drayon.
No.
I need to remember. There we go. Something we discussed.
Oh, Christ. Oh, hang on.
Ah, right. Give me a nature check, please. There's something about this place that, with the feeling of the wood that you had in your hands, Giggity, bringing you here, and the sense of the magical trees and this talk of Yavanna and whatnot. It sparked in your head as you're wandering out the idea of the timeless grove.
Because it feels a little bit timeless.
Yeah. The idea of the timeless grove hits you with this place. And you just sort of look at the piece again, the piece of the wood, and wonder, is this why I was shown this way? You all end up walking out of the tavern, and you see the prisoners all sort of huddled round, trying to get some warmth and whatnot. They all just sort of look up at you, Leofarn and Tech just sort of standing there at the doorway, also looking to you three. You hear the prisoners just, what? Are we safe? What are we to do here?
This will be a safe space.
If you want, you can settle and live here. And then I guess we can kind of discuss with them what we found and show them the diary or the journal. And let them decide.
You just see them all sort of huddled round, reading the book and whatnot, just trying to decipher some of the older text, but can't see any of it. Amarathun, whatever it's called. They just huddle in again. We would very much like to stay here if it's protected.
Sure, as long as you respect it and treat it the way it deserves, you're more than welcome to.
And we have no village elders anymore. They died in the raid. We have no one to lead us. Are you going to be our new leaders, or what's we don't mind. You just see them just sort of look a wee bit weirded out by your powers and stuff like that, and just, we're just so very tired.
We will be off adventuring, and we have a few things to do, but we will probably come back in every so often, check on yous, come back to rest ourselves, maybe bring a couple more people with us, but while we're gone, I mean, you'll have to look after yourselves, but we'll be back. We won't be gone forever.
Bit of a sovereign flame situation, you know. We'll come out now and then, just show our face, and then. But you're all good here.
What I can offer them is to maybe just go for a little hunt with some of them to help them get some food for the start of it, and then they'll have to look after themselves from them.
We can only thank you. Brave warriors. Thank you for giving us a second chance. And you just see like the men sort of stand up and salute you all, and the women just seem to break down crying and stuff like that. Just seems to have been a very emotional day. Very emotional few weeks for them. Leo just sort of turns around. It's been... yeah, they've been treated like shit for the last little while.
Just enjoy this new free space and make it your home.
We shall, brave warriors. Thank you. And they just sort of start raising up their hands and stuff like that. What do we call your group, by the way?
Oh god, yeah.
Not a hobos.
Hail the
We're just
murder
some
hobos.
The nice ones.
Oh, on it. Honestly, like you've just said there, oh, we're just some guys, right? That is literally my character in my real life games. Like that is literally his tagline on everything that he
Aw.
does. That is what genuinely
Well,
like.
I think that's a like a little sign, I guess.
Some we are the some guys.
The
Yeah,
some
I like.
guys.
You know what? I like that.
That's genuine, like because my guy in it's a noble of a noble family lineage, so he had a lot more gold than anybody else in the thing. So I would just be like, oh fuck, this costs like 10 gold. That's fine, guys. I'll pay for it, you know. And they were all like, what the fuck is like? How have you got so much gold? I was like, listen, guys, don't worry about it. I'm just some guy, you know. And that just became his entire fucking thing. Anytime anybody would speak to him, he'd go, but you should know that. You're just some guy, you know. I was like, yeah, no, I'm just some guy.
Just some guy.
Yeah, sorry. They you see them start getting to work and start clearing things out and whatnot. You go. There's a couple of them go into the tavern area, start cleaning that out. Shout down to you. There's bedrooms up here if you want them, my lords.
Can I just shout to the ones that have just gone over to the tavern? I go, you there. I've got a very important role for one of yous.
Oh.
Any of yous know how to brew?
Give me. Oh no! What would you do for this? I was going to say a persuasion, but you can't persuade somebody into. Give me a performance check. No, give me a perception. Look who. See if somebody actually is brewable.
Oh, 8.
The person
Can I
who
guide
look.
her?
Yeah, go roll a guidance. Go roll a d4 and see what that gets added on.
Yeah, 4.
Yes.
A 12 on Mal's perception. She looks about and you see like a few of the people that are wandering around, and you manage to pick one out. He looks to be a bit of a barman, and you just shout down to them, "Oh, do you know how to brew?" He goes, "Yes, my lord."
And you shall be one of the most important and vital people to this sacred village. Your role, should you ever fail in, you need to make sure you have trained people to follow on. Do you understand the importance of this?
I do.
Good. Get working.
I can make a good hemp brew.
Oh,
Certainly
what
is
kind of
not.
Mark on gig.
You just see him sort of like wanders out and goes and starts picking out supplies from the carriage that was there. Just seems to be like little bits here and there. Brings out bottles and stuff and starts placing it into the tavern.
Perfect. Okay, that's all. He's set in stone. I'm gonna from now on refer to him as King Brewer. Mal's happy knowing that there's gonna be alcohol here so, at some point.
Bits of the cleaning get done. People start moving stuff out from the top area. As they're coming down, they're going, we've got some rooms upstairs for you if you need to have a rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can totally agree with that. We do need some rest.
You go upstairs and you see that there's 5 rooms ready and waiting for you. One of them just shouts up to you, "We'll make sure that's your area. No one else will ever get in. If you're good with that, my lords."
Yes, that'll work quite well.
Yeah.
Okay, now pick your rooms.
Can I have the purple one, please?
I think it's only fair, yeah.
It's just I
Yeah.
love purple. It can't be other way.
Take yourself your purple room.
Yay! my little Misty? There. See, she matches.
Grail's
Nice.
calling shotgun on the hide rugs.
I'll have the little blue one, the light blue one.
Nice.
Oh, where am I? Where am I? I can move myself.
I'd
I like how
say
we're
Jack,
sharing a bathroom.
Jack should definitely have the dark one next to me, because that kind of matches him.
That one.
Yeah.
He
See,
wanders-
he's just perfect in there.
And
then
you just
we
hear,
Yeah.
have the red one there if he wants it. Yeah.
yeah, he'll take that one.
I've just got
Just
vision
goes-
tech in that bed, like just a single bed and his wings getting in the way and that.
He just
Yeah.
he just wraps himself around his wings around him. Doesn't have any like covers or anything like that. Just- Gets himself rocked in nicely onto this.
He's gonna
When your
probably
mate
later
forgets
on
to give
create
you a
a nest
blanket.
in there or something.
Yeah, probably.
Bird
He'll
for him to sleep on.
Up then, you little stupid dog. Up. You just jumped down. Yeah. You guys have found this area. You now have yourselves a little home. I think that would probably be the best time to call it as well tonight, if you're all cool with that.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything you want to do before everybody going to sleep.
I guess we could have a round or two of some drinks, if there is any, from our carriage, and then go sleep. Just kind of celebrate that we found the place and saved everyone.
Yeah, you could take some supplies from your carriage and party
And
down
make
with it. You,
Make them maybe cook us some nice meal.
yeah, easily enough.
We're already
People
taking
cook
over
it.
leader positions.
Of course.
Make them.
Well, we saved their lives. That's only fair that they
It's
cook us
true,
some
they
nice
owe
food.
us.
Yeah.
And we gave them a nice new home.
Yeah, you guys have found them a nice place to stay.
Yeah.
Like you say, you've got the choice on what you want to do with the place now as well, so it's completely up to you.
We're gonna have to name it.
Well, Drown had some thoughts on the what to do.
Go on.
So,
Share the thoughts.
I got some Entwood stashed in my sleeve and that. So, I was thinking, chip like half of it off and I'll fashion some kind of one necklacey type gig to keep on my person. But the other half I was thinking of maybe planting around here somewhere. Hopefully it might, kind of imbue some more of the Entwood magic back into the hamlet.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would help or affect the area, but, could give it a bash putting it back in some dirt.
Yeah. We can always plant it, see what happens. Make yourself a nice little enchanted Ent Grove. That is entirely up to you. If you're wanting to make a wand, you have somebody there that can help create stuff. He might be able to help.
Ah, yes, the elf builder.
There's now a forge as well. And you guys can decide what you want to do from there. If there is anything else you would like the characters to do.
Well, Drone's gonna go ahead and do that.
I'm gonna go ahead and ask someone if they could cook us some food and get drinks from the carriage.
Mel might go for a quick little bath to try and clear all the dust out of her eyes and get herself settled before having some food.
Yeah, also cleaning the room probably would be a good idea. That's not a bad idea.
Sweet. So, from the people that are able to, of the of the prisoners, now villagers. They begin helping you clean up, get a bath ready for their benevolent Malthus, their benevolent ruler Malthus, who reigns with an iron fist. You're able to get yourself all cleaned up and whatnot. Missy, you harangle a few of the people to come and help cook and help supply the place. A small section of supplies from your carriage, like, you guys are pretty well stocked. Like, the Dark Knight in charge of what's his puss's fucking community, like his guardian, and gave you guys quite a bit of supplies, so you're able to take stuff out. Seems to be enough probably for this amount of people. You could probably spare about a month's worth of supplies if you wanted to.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we can spare some, for sure.
There's not load. It's not like you're not giving them like the best of gear. It's probably more like rations and whatnot. You know, like lots of beef jerky, hardtack,
Oh, I love it.
all that sort of stuff. You know.
But yeah, definitely we can share some.
Yeah. All the like some of the fresher stuff, they managed to string that together and make you guys a proper like hero's meal. Dreon, as you sort of start wandering about the place, you see outside, like before the sun starts setting, you see the strange elf builder getting the old forge up and running. You see him like enchanting the coals, bring up the flames. Seems to be a different colour than what you're used to with all the other ones that you've seen in the small towns that you've travelled through over the years. These are almost purple themselves. Burns with a strange magical heat that you clock onto a little bit. You're like, oh, that's something different. You just see him start getting, prepping the area. He just turns to you. Oh, it's the cat man. Dreon, sorry. What can I do for you?
So, hear me out, right? This is a long story. I'm going to cut it real short. But basically, I came into Entwood Wood, and I got a couple of ideas I'd like to run them past you.
Okay. It's some nice material, that.
Yeah. So I kind of got a bit of a connection going on with it. But I also kind of wanted to save some of it and imbue it back into this little village that we got going on here. But if you're able to make a wand out of like half of it, I'd be very, very much appreciative.
Can I feel the... He just sniggers to himself a little bit. Can I feel the wood? Please.
You can feel Dreon's wood any day, and he hands it to him. Just with a solid eye contact.
Yeah. You realise that the solid eye contact means fuck all to this guy. He's blind. Just solid eye contact to this blind guy just means absolutely nothing to him. He can't see your eyes. You're just looking into these two pools of like voids with like
Dreon
scattered.
realises what he's done, but he rides it out. He's just like, I'm here now.
Yeah. He just starts feeling it over, looks over. I can definitely try something with this. But You're a magical man yourself. I could sense the wand in your pocket. So I assume you know about needing a core for it. Yes?
Yeah. So I'd probably have to sacrifice this one for that.
I don't think it works that way. As soon as a core is fused with the wood, as soon as you splinter it and break it off, the core disintegrates. So I can do this, and you just see him just sort of takes out like a small tool of some sort, and brings out this beautifully intricate like smithing hammer. It's like wrapped in gold and almost platinum with some jewels in that. Like plotted out in what would almost look like a constellation. And he just takes the tools and starts measuring you up from the side, like your hand length, your arm length, and stuff like that, with this hammer. Okay, and starts chipping off a length of wood, a nice big chunk, and he looks it over, feels it over, goes, "This should probably be enough for a wand." Hands that back to you, and then a good, probably about what, £2 worth of the heartwood left over, passes that back to you and say, "That would probably be your planting wood. It should still keep its magical essence, in theory, but yeah, you should be able to find a nice place and plant that." I probably picked the right spot for it though, just in case any starts pointing over to the logging area, just so you don't get anybody bringing down the wrong trees of sorts.
That's a good point. Forgot we've got a sawmill.
Well, I'm assuming if you tell them where you're planting something like that, they're not going to go anywhere near it.
To be
What
fair,
about,
at
like,
the end of the sawmill,
here?
I was gonna say, like,
Yeah.
over here, where he's gonna get loads of water, but if you just tell him to stay away from that end.
Oh, there might be some other areas, and
Oh, or like here. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen.
Is that a cave?
it does seem to be a cave, doesn't it?
Hmm.
Secret
And then there's a
tunnel.
cave on the top as well. Does it lead to that cave? I wonder.
Cave with skylight.
Tech claims that as his nest.
Yeah.
That's now his area.
Absolutely.
He just sort of looks to you and goes, "We still not check this place out fully. If you want to have a look over in the next day or two, or something, pick
We'll
out the
have a
best
rest
spot."
on it. We'll have a rest on it.
Yeah.
Pitch the idea to the crowd.
Yeah.
Don't want any angry mob.
Of course not. Don't worry, we'll get something sorted for you. He just sort of puts his hand on your shoulder, just like, "We'll get your end wood planted and something sorted for this area. Hopefully this magic in the air can help boost its growth. He just starts wandering back to the tavern. You all sit down for the evening, eat this lovely meal made by the new townsfolk. It's a beautiful spread laid out for you all, absolutely stunning, worthy of the saviours that you all are now. Any last minutes before you go to bed?
Me and Puck are just gonna dive in and, yeah, have a rest.
Yeah,
Well,
I think
okay.
after my bath and after the eating and stuff, it's time for a long rest after being so brave and heroic all day.
Why is it that I get this feeling, right, that like Mal wouldn't get dressed up properly for going to this meal? Like she'd come down wrapped in a towel, and then like a towel wrapped around her head as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just like almost the size of like a Marge Simpson style hairdo. Like I've just got that feeling that that'd be something that she would do.
With little bunny slippers on.
Yeah, you've somehow managed to like materialize these weird ass slippers. Probably wouldn't even be bunny slippers. They're probably like mimic slippers or something that you've got on. Like it's okay. You've got this weird tongue hanging out at the end of them. Like
I've made them out of Sandivars pillowcases.
yeah, he's just fucking sleeping in the carriage at the moment. Yes, you can all take a long rest. And congratulations, you now have a town.
Yay!
Fuck yeah.
We've got a town. We've got a big carriage. We're sorted. Now all we need is a name.
Yeah. Right, but we all agreed that we're gonna be the some guys, yeah?
The Some Guys. I really like the Some Guys.
I'm gonna do as well. And this is gonna be the Some Village.
Anytime we're out and
What
about
is
and people are
some
like, "Who are
town?
you?" We're like, "We're some guys." And they're like, "No,
What
but
is
who
some
are you?"
place?
Some guy.
Listen, we're some guys,
Some guys.
okay? We're just some
From some
guys.
place.
Just trust me.
Yeah.
It's just some guys.
That gives off the
Some
vibes
guys.
of like the faceless men or whatever they're called from fucking Game of Thrones, you know? We are just some guys from some place and some time. But
Aye, that's us. Through
Yep.
and through. Some fucking guys.
just some guys. We come in, fuck shit up, and go.
Yep.
But congratulations, some guys.
We've done it. We goddamn done it.
You done it.
Fucking ball it.
Part 1 complete.
Smashed it.
Yeah, I was hoping I was hoping that this was going to be the final session of last year, but then everybody obviously had things to do and then ill and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I was like, it would have been good to end here because then
it's a nice new start, you know.
exactly.
New year,
Honestly.
new town. Works. It works.
Oh man,
It-
completed it, mate.
Yeah,